We're just walking up to the old lighthouse now. Get a look around this. It's now just a feature of the golf course. There's a World War II bunker over there. This is what we're here to look at. It's a Ordnance survey trig point there. It's that triangular shaped thing. It's a trig point. I'm just going to photograph this trig point and get some photos of the tower. Dave just pointed out there's a water spout up there, that sticky out bit, and it's right over the doorway, so if it's raining you're going to get wet. Here we are at the Chalk Tower. This was originally built in the 1600s as a lighthouse, but it was later replaced by that lighthouse over there, just over the top of them buildings. Let's just have a look around this. It's magnificent though, it's still in really good condition. See where it's had repairs done over the years, where the weather's really took a beating. It's actually worn the sandstone away. They repaired it with bricks. And someone's tried pulling the, that's a lightning conductor. Someone's tried pulling that off. It's got no scrap value, that. More wind. Go.
So up at Flamborough Head here, as you can see, we're just off of the meridian line, and this is the 0 line from Greenwich. So one side of it, just out to sea, you can be on an easterly bearing, and just inshore now you can be on a westerly bearing. Just as a matter of interest, just off the coast here, there's in that bay, there's the wreck of a trawler called the Malvina, and it's been dived for a lot of years from dive members from Scarborough Sub-Aqua Club, and there was a little puzzled as to the findings on the bottom. They couldn't quite piece together what this wreck was all about, because there were some strange things there, and it wasn't until they found the radio from a German First World War submarine that they realised the wreck had actually landed on top of the wreck of a German submarine. Amazingly, the submarine reported sunk by a destroyer off Redcar. It had discharged oil and flotsam into the water, so they presumed it lost. We're guessing that it tried to make a stealthy retreat, got down as far as Flamborough, and looking at the wreckage it looks like it's hit a landmine. Sorry, it can't have been a landmine being a submarine. It's hit a sea mine, which has finally sank it just off Flamborough. So, yeah, a lot of history. Actually, between Bridlington and Spurn Head in Bridlington Bay, there's at least 250 shipwrecks from both wars, First World War and Second World War, as this was one of the major shipping channels in those wars. The German U-boats used to come out here and they'd lay mines and sink quite a lot of shipping. There's 3 submarines that we know of in this region, all ranging from the First World War, that were German U-boats, mine layers predominantly. The shallowest one's in about 27 metres, so it's very, very accessible. It's breaking up a bit now though. The conning tower is off and laid to the side of it. There's one UC 37, I think it is about 20 mile offshore. That's in better condition, but that's a bit deeper. It's about 35 to 40 metres, so diving on that's a little bit difficult, about 15 minutes bottom time. You can get inside it, it's a bit of a struggle. The only access through that is through the hatches, so I've been inside myself, and it's quite silted up because the hatches have been open for over 100 years now. So, but yeah, a lot of history in this area.
That's all just out there. Just thinking of the people that had lost their lives on the boats and submarines over the years. This is just showing us that's 54 degrees north, and then that's the Greenwich Meridian, which is where we get our Greenwich Mean Time. One of the stores for the HM Coast Guard. That'll be their radio mast.
This is where they keep all the cliff rescue equipment in this building.
Right. All the access equipment they'll need. Very good. And they've got the radio station down there and the lighthouse. Just walking up to the new lighthouse, the one that's currently in service. That's just up there. You can see the light rotating inside it. We found quite a lot of bases of structures. Dave thinks they probably go back to the Second World War and were a base for an antenna. So there's been, do you reckon it's part of Rota or part of Chain Command?
Well, Rota, but after the Second World War, so I think these are probably from the war, and I think a lot of the concrete blocks are anchor points for guide wires for the mast.
Just filming from the other side, just trying to get a view of these concrete pads that were used for something historically. There's definitely something there. There's a lighthouse. You see the aerial turning inside. Not the aerial, the light. There's definitely been a structure of some sort here. These pads to be in the ground. Just left. It's a sheep field now, so we don't want to go in and scare the sheep. There's something over there as well. See that? There's definitely been something here. There's another one over there, Dave.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of structures being there at some time.
Yeah.
There's a little documentation about it.
No. I've got the wrong lens on for vlogging, but yeah, we're just having a look around.
I've got the wrong face on as well.
Face for voiceovers.
Yeah.
Bless you. Me too, mate. I need a haircut. But with the assistance of my lovely IKS hat sent by Chris, thank you very much. Keeps my hair nice and intact, see? Perfect for exploring. If you want to check out their channel, it's IKS Exploration on YouTube, and they've got Facebook and Instagram and all that jazz. They've got a decent website as well. But yeah, there's definitely been something there. Sorry, the sun's in the wrong place again. It's going to become my catchphrase, that, isn't it? Oh, sun's in the wrong place. Dave's found us some more moisture. You should have been in a marine, you, not RAF. You like the water too much.
No.
Yeah.
All them years they keep playing in mud.
Oh no, yeah. I dug the when I was a little boy. I used to live in a council house. My mum and dad bought it in the Thatcher years, but I was digging in the front garden once, and I actually dug the gas main up from my mum and dad's house.
Brilliant.
And yeah, I went running in. Dad, I found a pipe. And he come out and he was like, "It's a gas pipe, son. You fill that back in again, please." And your mum's gonna go mad at your clothes when she comes home. And yeah, the interesting thing is my mum did go mad, but not at me. She went mad at me dad for letting me dig the gas pipe up and get mucky.
Yeah, not being properly supervised.
No. So yeah, for getting you in trouble, Dad. Sorry about that. Definitely.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't get a right good view for this edge line, can we?
No. Drone.
Yeah? Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
We've got a drone in the car, and we're traipsing about in the mud. Just use the drone. Yeah, Dave was just saying, I don't know why all this water's up here. There's a big sea there and it's downhill. I don't know why it doesn't just run off into that. But there we go. But here we've got some radio masts there. They're maritime radio. VHF, so they can communicate with the Coast Guard and the pilots going into Scarborough and Bridlington. Is that right, Dave?
That's right, Coast Guard station.
Now we've got the Flamborough Lighthouse there. You should be able to see the light actually rotating inside it. I'll zoom in enough. So yeah, so I'm gonna...
The lens itself is rotating, although the light isn't on because I understand they need to put another shilling in the meter.
Yeah. But they really do work. The lighthouses, you can see them about 15 nautical miles. You can be right out, right up to the horizon, and you can see it. So I've been there on an evening, up on the boat bays of warships, phoning the wife and the family, and yeah, you can see the lighthouses. So good times. Time for the drone.
And they have different flash patterns to all the lighthouses. They aren't all the same. So that if you ever see a flashing light from at sea, you know exactly where you are by the pattern of flashes you're seeing. It's another
Cool.
to navigation.
Yeah. So all these things I used to take for granted. So I was, as you may guess from the comments and stuff in videos narrating things, I was an electrical engineer. Started off as a mechanic, and then the Royal Navy was short of electricians, so they retrained me to be a sparks. Yeah, yeah. Well, they didn't do safe isolation, but they do now. There's Flamborough Lighthouse. Do you know when that opened, Dave?
About 8:30 this morning, I think.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah.
It's just a everlasting font of knowledge, is our Dave.
It's Flamborough Coast Guard station.
Down there.
Yeah, with the two antennas, manned 24 hours a day.
Good stuff. Flamborough lifeboat station. Flamborough what, sorry?
Coast Guard Station.
Coast Guard Station. Flamborough Coast Guard Station. Now, I'm going to get the drone out. I'll file a flight plan. I'm going to go drone them bunkers, them pillboxes. Did you see that? As soon as I said drone, the wind picked up straight away. Did you notice that? Andy's getting his drone out, let's blow, so get more gusty.
I'm just going to get a dog and stick a GoPro on it.
Yeah, you don't need the it's a DJI robot.
Oh yeah, you need a cab licence, don't you?
And that's the current in-use lighthouse there. And then there's the old lighthouse just up there.
You know, there's a shelf of shallow rocks just off the cliffs here, and the rule of thumb is when you're going around Flamborough Head, if you can see the railings on top of the lighthouse, you're far enough away as not to hit those rocks.
That with them railings up there. Very good. Just wait for him to bugger off and then we'll get the drone out. Well, I've created a flight report for here and it's active now, so I would imagine he hasn't and he's just flying around. Right, we've got
Yeah, you see, look, there's that one there. That's the big command one up top. There's that one there. There's one over there, look.
oh yeah?
So they would have been, of course, to prevent any landing.
Oh yeah? Wrong lens on, but there's a seal down there.
Just
Yeah, so there's a bunker. There's a pillbox over there.
just about 10 mile off, there's a Class 41 submarine at periscope depth.
Ah, dear me.
He's there again, he's popped his head up.
Oh, the seal, yeah.
Yeah.